Alright, YouTube, welcome back. If you don't know me, I'm E-Man. I'm a professional drummer. Weird to say, who cares? I'm based in Los Angeles, California. I own a studio here in my house. Let's go for a quick trip. Woo! Wow. And the reason you're here is because of the thumbnail. Today I'm going to be talking about an incredible drum that my friend Jeff over at Sugar Percussion sent me. Now, full disclosure, I hit him up maybe about 2 weeks ago. I'm going on tour, and I was packing up stuff. The new set came in, and I was like, oh, you know, like, I'm not really playing, like, the big, deep, gushy thing. And then it'd be cool if I use this other thing. I'm just trying to figure out the right drums to use for this upcoming tour. And ultimately, I decided that I was just going to go with 2 drums, a main snare, and then a side snare. And that side snare, instead of being gushy, I was going to go way up. So that led to this. And I hit him up, and I was like, yo, I've been really thinking about aluminum, guy. And he said, yo, I'm actually not making that version of the aluminum drum. Here's the new version. This is so awkward to hold. I'm going to put it down. This drum is, you know what? No, screw it. I'm doing it. Doesn't matter. This is 4.5 by 14. It's gorgeous. It's got like the claw-style hoops. With whatever this thing is that he made right here. All the hardware of this is really good. And the shell, though it looks kind of like concrete, is just aluminum. I have no idea how thick it is. I don't care. It sounds really good. So if you want to end this video and you want to say K-bye, great. But I figured, you know what? Like, let's talk about why. Why the heck did I hit up Jeff specifically for this drum? I wanted something that was going to be super articulate, which I knew I was going to get from Jeff and Sugar. And I knew that I wanted a drum that was going to be so unique by itself that it was like going to undoubtedly be the perfect drum for that situation. And then something happened. I got the drum early. I'm home for a couple weeks. I set it up in my studio. The tuning of this drum shocked me. Because in my head, it was a one type of deal thing. It was just going to do this one thing. Kind of like a lot of those drums back there do. You see, because, like, I'm very fortunate. I have a lot of great drums. And, like, all these drums, they all do something really, really well. When I got that drum, I did a couple sessions. In those sessions, I realized that this drum is going to be way more unique and way more versatile than I initially wanted it to be. So I think it warrants a video because I love it when you buy something and that thing surprises you and you get more than what you want out of it. That's not to say that any of these drums can't do more or don't do more. I've just gotten lazy. Like that thing, it just goes, whoong. Why don't we just hear it? This is going to be a very down-the-middle review. Yes, I'm going to treat it. Yes, I'm going to compress it. Yes, I'm going to EQ it. Because here's the deal. Every drum sounds different in every room you play it, every situation you play it. The weather affects it, the type of stick you're using it, how chubby your hands are like mine. All that matters. So, I'm going to treat it the way I'm going to treat it, whether it's open, dampened, compressed, EQ'd heavily. Maybe you're just here. I don't know. We'll see what comes out. But here's my thought. The drum is currently tuned really high. I'm going to play some super groovy shit with that. Here's a signal chain that's going to happen. It's an API preamp. There we go. There we go. Snare top, snare bottom. This is all the other stuff that's going on, you know. So whatever. This is the EQ that's happening on the snare drum. Here's the snare bottom. Great. Okay, we're all aware of that. I am going to hit it with a distressor a little bit. I mean, it's 3-to-1. It's not doing too much. But that's the sound. That's what you're going to hear. Again, this is not going to change when we change the tuning. I just want to be very clear about that. All right, let's play some drums. Okay, so again, from what you saw earlier, this snare drum has not been tuned up or down. It's got one little piece of gaff tape up here. And put it back in. That's it. That's what you're hearing. I forgot to say like and subscribe. Jeez, I can't say that. Like and subscribe. Jeez, like and subscribe. full turns. It's a good time to tell you. It's got a coated Remo Ambassador, which is such a basic snare drum head. We did 2 turns around. All right. You know what? I wasn't going to do this, but let's see how this sounds in context with that song. Just tuning it down. See what's up. Okay, it's making me play totally different, which is cool. Oh, by the way, all these songs are from Tim Baltes play-along tracks. So much so go support Tim. Tim's a great dude. Fortunate to hang out with him in Chicago, outside of Chicago this past summer while I was on tour. But now we're going, like, this is borderline too loose. I'm doing like 1.5 turns. You can hear it. I'm not going to touch it. This might sound terrible, but you know what? This is how you learn to drum. You try every tuning between here and the sun, and you figure out what's going to work. For context, we'll play to that same track. Oh, that sounds so good. So it's definitely like tuning ranges is nuts. If your drum ever sounds like that, your snares are too tight. So either back it off. This has a trick throw off, which is cool. Let's go way back up. Yeah, I'm just being brutal with this drum. This is how it would work, because I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good. Just crank it. mean, that low tuning was nuts, but the way I think I'm going to use this is around here with a metric ton of tape, so it could sound kind of like a trap snare. Well, there you have it. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions about the drum, don't ask me, ask Jeff. You can find it. I'm messing with you. Of course, DM me, find me on Instagram, Drumaway E-Man. I'm working on something that I'm really excited about, which is part 2 of this video. Part 2 of this video will come out, I'm guessing, sometime in July, because I'm taking this drum on tour, and I want to see how the heck it does in all these different rooms, all these different indoor-outdoor situations, being thrown by people that don't... I mean, some of these crew, it gets real bad. The drum is going to be abused. I'm excited for it to get, I'm not excited for it to get messed up, but I am excited to see how it's going to respond to that kind of abuse, because the truth is that, I don't have a dedicated drum tech. Most of the time, my guy Joe helps me out. But, he's also dealing with guitars. He's dealing with loading and unloading trailers, trucks, whatever it may be. So there's a lot that's going to happen to this drum that I'm excited to see how this drum holds up. Part 2, look out for that. It's coming in July. Peace. The reason I haven't been posting is because I'm working on something a lot longer. December, something big's coming.